Hello guys, welcome back to episode number 5 of Road to Stage 2024. Today we are going to be training a leg session, and I have a very good news. So currently we are almost at about 4,000 calories. My coach just increased my food for last check-in, which was on Thursday, and thereby we saw that my physique is actually quite well. We are maintaining a quite well stable fat percentage, and that means that I'm not taking too much fat percentage, and that means that we can increase the food. So the plan right now is I'm currently at about 84 kilos at rough when I'm waking up in the morning. And the plan is going to be to achieve the 85 with a good stable percentage of fat, and not too much fat, because then we would have to cut that off in the prep, and we don't want to have too much. But currently we are going to be achieving the 85 kilos, and afterwards we will go for the 90 kilos, and that's a very good goal, because I've never been to 90 kilos. Actually, I think the heaviest I've been was 87 kilos last off-season before my contest. 87 kilos, 87 high, if I don't remember wrong. And yeah, currently we are, he increased, let me see if I can remember. He increased 50 grams of potatoes during my training days. Then he increased 30 grams of carbohydrates during my sessions. That's why we've just bought 2 bananas, because I don't have any more carbs. But we're gonna use the traditional food instead. And otherwise, he also added 1 spice blend during my rest days to my first meal, which is actually very good, because I love spice blends with a bit of jelly. That's top on the bottom. But yeah, today is going to be a leg session. It's going to be a nice and smooth leg session. I slept very well. I'm well rested, mentally prepared. I was thinking about the session yesterday when I was eating my food at the afternoon. Think about the movements, think about the contractions, and I'm feeling quite well prepared, because I feel which numbers I'm going to beat today, and I'm also going to be taking, what the hell, people are driving crazy today, man. And I'm going to take, for first time in a couple of months, I think it was 6 months, I'm going to take pre-workout, which is actually very good if you can use it well. But we're gonna use a good one, which I've used a couple of times. Doesn't have quite much of caffeine, that's why we got a Monster also, but it has a lot of good nutrition in terms of having a good session and maintaining your body well functioning during the session. So I'm just gonna drive over here. And yeah, I saw you guys commented on the last video, which I appreciate very much. That's I'm very glad that you guys would like to follow the process and to see how we increase the weight and how we develop our sessions. So we're just going to be arriving now, and I think we will just meet up at inside the gym. I'm going to be warming up a bit, which you always want, of course, having your muscles well warmed up before a session. And that's going to be about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and afterwards we'll be beginning the session. So let's just meet inside the gym. Perfect. Everybody, we are in the gym. We just did our 2 sets of standing calf raises, and our main focus on this one is because I've heard a lot of guys who have undeveloped calves and they want to elevate their muscle generation on the calves and the development overall. A good tip that I use when I'm training my calves is to have a very good control over it, because especially when you are using your calf muscle, you want to have control over the weight all the time. So that means that when you're at the bottom and that top stand 1 second, just stretching out the muscle, holding the tension, and afterwards, when you go down, just maintain the consistency and don't let the weight just drop and don't push the weight up. So just have control of the weight all the time. That's a good tip from here. What is up, everybody? Next exercise is going to be lying leg curls. We just did on my first set. We have 3 sets total, and first set's going to be the heavy one, which we did. Second and third is going to be higher repetitions, but without a point of tension at the top with 2 seconds. And the next set, I'm also going to go for 55 kilos, 0.2. Last time I got how many reps? I got 12 reps, so today we're going to go for 1 rep more. I always go and try to max out 1 rep more, because that means that we have 1 rep of progression. If there's more, even better. But 1 rep always is phenomenal. So if you want to go and progress your sessions, try only to go for 1 rep. Of course, if you have more than 1 rep, go for it. But always have the mentality of I always go for 1 rep more, 1 rep more. If you go with that mentality, you will see progression. Now, let's go for the second set. Go for it. Next up, we are going to have this bad boy over here. It is going to be pendulum. And if you know me, you know that I have respect to this machine, but also love it, because it's one of those machines where your range of motion, that means the range that you work in your muscles, is very, very on the top. For me, I have a very deep range of motion, that means that I come very low. You probably, if you see me do this set, you probably don't need to go as low as I do, and it depends a lot on your what is it called? Ankles, exactly. Cameraman just saved me there. It depends a lot on your ankles mobility. My ankles mobility isn't as good for barbell squat, but in terms of a pendulum squat or a hack squat, is perfect. It's on the top. Thereby, I have the possibility of come all the way down. If you also have it, just do it, because it's going to be providing you a lot more focus due to your quads. And from a part, when you're standing at the top, you're going to be focusing on your quads until you come down to more or less this position. When you come down further from this position to this one, that's going to be your hamstring. That's going to take over the process. That means that if you can come all the way down, you're going to be working both the hamstring and the quads. But for me, currently, it is going to be quad focused. Now that I'm training the hamstring also in the exercise, it's a plus. If you can do the same, do it, because it's going to be increasing your potential of growing. And yeah, last set, I don't think I specified how much I increased, but last set we got, on the lying leg curls, we got 15 reps times 46 kilos last time. That means that I actually added 5 kilos more, and I got 12 reps, which is absolutely fantastic. That means that I'm in the range of motion and I added 5 kilos. So next time I'm going to be getting 1 or 2 more reps. That's the aim for these sessions. Currently, in terms of the pendulum, I'm standing at 80, 40, 60, 80 kilos. I'm going with 80 kilos because that's the good weight that I can maintain a very good control and also work my quads very well. I can take more weight, but it's definitely one of these exercises where if you want to take more weight, there's going to be a position where the weight takes over and the control of the exercise is going to be decreased because the weight is taking over, thereby you have not the same control over it. That means that your technique is going to be is going to be worse, and thereby the risk of getting injured higher. So thereby I'm quite maintaining a good way where I can control it, still maximize my quads mobility, and maximize the function of this exercise. So I'm probably going to go, what is it next time? Last time I got for 7 times 85 kilos, actually, not 80 but 85, 7 reps, and today I'm going for 8, which is, yeah, I'm going for 8. 8 is going to be a good meal. And next up, we're going to meet after the first set. You're going to see me the first set. Let's go. What is up, guys? Very, very glad today. I smashed my session until now. Pendulum second set, we got 13 reps. We got 12 reps last time. Today we got 12 alone. And the next one we got 13 alone again. 14th rep, which we got. My cameraman spotted me. But it was actually a very good set because the reps just went boom, boom, boom. Very efficient, very good control, and no pain at all, which is a very good sign of a very good technique. I'm very glad of this session today. Now, next up we're going to do RDLs. Very good control, focusing on our hamstrings. I'm sorry, but I'm a bit tired. But we're going to focus on our hamstrings and our glutes, pushing the hips backwards and forwards. So that's going to be the position that we're going to be focusing on to pull the weights with the hamstrings, because that's going to be my focus the next couple of months, just to bring my hamstrings with the rest of my body, along with the rest of the body, of course. But yeah, let's do the next set and let's keep fucking.
Oh, god damn. Oh yeah.
We just finished with our second set of RDLs. Actually a very good set. First one wasn't as good. Second set was absolutely killing it. We got 5 kilos more than last time. Same amount of reps, 12 reps. Very good set. I maintained the good weight, maintained the good control, and I focused on pulling with my glutes and hamstrings. I think I'm going to take another set because the first one didn't have so good muscle connection. That means that I pulled a lot with my back. That happens sometimes, but let's going to change that by taking another set. Just follow up and we'll see the next set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the heavyweight club. Well, that's not fucking heavyweight, it's just 100 kilos. But the muscle connection was actually very good. Ooh, aiming for a very good muscle connection, and I'm killing it right now. Good control, good pulse, not a pulse, good efficiency, just continuous reps, making the muscle burn. Let's keep going. Next exercise is going to be leg press. And that one, ladies and gentlemen, I have respect for it. But let's try to put on some more weight today. Good session, no, good repetition, and let's keep moving. Perfect. Currently, we are just putting our knee sleeves on. On this one, you could discuss if you need them on your sessions or not. But I mean, if you don't need them, well, let's say if your technique is on point, your warm-up is on point, and your core stabilization is on point, you technically don't need knee sleeves. Unless you're having a weight where you're thinking, god damn it, this is some heavy shit. But the main purpose that I'm using my knee sleeves is because, first of all, I have a tendency to don't focus on pushing the weight with the quads, but instead with my knees instead. Now, some would discuss that if I use knee sleeves, that focus would get worse. But for me, personally, the focus gets better because I focus on having a more, well, first of all, I feel stronger, and second of all, my stabilization and my knees overall stays more close, stay more consistent. Now, it stays more fixed, that's the word that I was searching for. And that makes my stabilization, especially my core stabilization, much better, which is an increase in this exercise. Now, I'm gonna put this on, take the last warm-up set, and get straight into our working sets. We're gonna have 2 working sets. The first one is going to be some heavy weight, low weight, and afterwards, we're gonna go a bit down in weight and some more reps, but you're gonna see it straight on. Let's go.
That's like. Yeah, come. Yeah. Yeah. Flere nu. Kom nu. Pres! Kom! Ja, tak. Pres! Ja, tak.
Fuck that. Right guys, we just did our first set of leg press. Very fantastic set. I am currently killing it. I got an increase of 20 kg in total. That means that we got the same amount of reps, which means 14 reps as last time, and better contraction and better control over the weight plus weight. That means that we are absolutely killing it. That's due to the good sleep that I had tonight. I think now I don't have my Oura Ring on, but normally when I have it all the nights when I sleep to see how I sleep. And today I actually said that I slept not being in the bed, because you actually are in the bed longer time than you sleep, which means that today I got an efficiency sleep about 8.5 hours, which means that I've been in bed around 10 hours. And that's fantastic. I mean, that's a long time since I've slept so well, and that reflects on the session of today, which I'm very positive about. And that shows how much sleep is important about your sessions. So that means that if you want to take your sessions and overall your restitution and your focus to another level, make sure your sleep is on point, because that's going to make a huge difference. Now, next set is going to be a bit lowering the weight. I go 20 kg lower, and for about 10 to 14 reps at about. I'm going to be satisfied if I get 10 reps, because I got an increase of 10 kg from last time, and if the control is good, I am absolutely satisfied today. But of course I'm going for all that I can, so if I can get more than 10, I will go for it. Now I'm gonna get my headphones on, get focused, and get the last set on before we go to DB Bulgarian split squat. That's a good finisher for today's leg session. But yeah, let's follow up. Let's go. We finished leg press, as you saw. A very good set. I got 17 reps, and I was impressed, because when I reached within rep number 12, I was thinking, damn, that's heavy shit. But that when the mindset comes in, and now the mindset would always give up before the muscle. That's when you have to control your thoughts and try to disconnect them from the muscle, because the muscle can take even more. That means that, and I actually took myself in doing it. I saw that this last set, I was able to disconnect my mindset and just think about the way pushing up and downwards, looking to the path where you have your foot on, just thinking about up and down. And actually that works, because then you don't overthink the set, and that makes that you actually work the muscle even better, because the muscle can take more reps. Therefore, you can take more reps than the last time, and I saw it like here. So next session is going to be more weight and better reps. Now, next exercise that I'm going to do, and my last one, the finisher of today, is going to be DB Bulgarian split squats. I'm going to be focusing on working my quads and hamstrings. So first of all, one at a time. That means that I'm going to be working my muscles unilateral, and that it's a very good finisher. If you want to take your leg sessions to the next level, try it out. Just take the weight you can take. I mean, 10 kg on each side is enough. So just take it and do as many reps as you can, because this one, the focus on this one is not to get heavy weight for lower reps, but instead get the rep that you can take for good reps and make the muscle burn. Because right now we're trying to get the muscle, get this last thing of the muscle out before we hold some rest. And that's going to be make the muscle burn and come over the process where you're going to give up. So that's going to be the way you can take as many reps as you can and cross the border, or where your mindset's going to be telling you to stop. You have to cross that border in terms of getting the muscle to finish very well. So let's get straight into it. Right, everybody, we finished the leg part of the session. Now we are missing abs. That's an important thing to train also, because a lot of you guys, especially myself, sometimes tend to skip exercising your abdominals, and that's not so clever, since the abs are one of the bigger muscles in the body. So thereby, train your abs. I'm going to be making this bad boy over here. I'm going to be making all in between 10 to 12 reps and 3 sets of it. Just train it like it was another muscle, but this time we are going to go a bit heavier, and afterwards we'll meet up to finish the video. So follow to train abs. Status, guys, is that actually I'm finished. It's a very long time since I've trained to this level, and that's thanks to the good sleep that I had tonight. So I'm actually quite proud of this session, and you got to be proud sometimes, because when you have, not every session is going to be the perfect one, but you got to remember the good ones, and the good ones are the ones where you don't have the mindset to push, but instead you, as I like to say it, you don't think about it and just do it. So I did it today, especially on the leg press and the DB Bulgarians. I didn't think about it, but I did it, and that was also quite a lot of blood into the muscle, which is positive, but also coming to another extension of your sessions. So that's going to be a very good thing. But I think currently we are standing at 84.2 kilos this morning after I wake up, and the main goal is to now push the weight until 85, and when we are at 85 we have to see if the physique doesn't have too much fat. If it's done, we're going to push to 90 kilos, which is going to be the main goal, and afterwards we're going to see. But yeah, I want to say thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learn quite a few things, and so how I train, especially legs. It was a very good session. So I want to thank you very much for following this video and this series. I hope you everyone out there have a good day, and see you on the next video. Remember to subscribe, push the alerts to see when I push another video, and remember to subscribe on my Instagram and TikTok, because we are growing over these platforms. So guys, if you have any comments, just tell me. I will do my best to answer you. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Stay tuned. See you on the next video. Bye.